Okay.
You can.
No. Well, I appreciate you guys joining in. I interviewed KG probably a year ago and really went through his sort of life story. So it's really good to be able to interview you guys. I'm sure even though I'm based in the UK, we do have an audience around the world who tune in to listen to our favorite artists and just understand their backstory before we look forward to what's coming next. Um, so I know if we look at your stage names, one would be called V, one's called Fonz, but really, what names do you guys go to? So at least your audience, your guests, your fans will be able to know what to call you guys.
Well, you can still call me V. That hasn't
Okay.
changed.
Okay.
Yes, but my name is actually not Fonz. My name is Ryan, and I'm actually the replacing member of Fonz,
Okay.
who's the original member of Koffee Brown. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you, Ryan. So at least that's good to know. Um, well, I mean,
Yes.
okay, Ryan, you mentioned that you were born in the Bronx and stuff. Uh, you grew up,
Yeah, yeah. I was
yes,
born and raised in the Bronx.
in the Bronx. V, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, okay. And I mean, we've had a few people, Gina Thompson, of course, KG and Darkchild from New Jersey, plus the guys from
Mhm.
Rift and Blackstreet. Most of them all came out from New Jersey. What was it like
Yeah,
growing up in Jersey?
it was great. It was great. I'm still in Jersey. I haven't. I don't. I no longer reside in Newark, but I still reside in New Jersey, the state of New
Okay,
Jersey. Jersey is beautiful. It's
okay.
a beautiful, yeah, it's a beautiful place.
I guess I'll start with you, Vita, and I'll go to Ryan. What was it like? How did you get into music growing up in Jersey?
So, from my mother, actually, my mother was a singer. My mother was a gospel artist. And so that's where it came from, my mother. Yeah, and
Okay,
she taught all of us how to sing, and I just pursued it more than the rest of my siblings, but it came from my mom.
okay. And
And
and I think we've had a mixture of artists, either singing in high school or singing in the church, and
mhm,
sort of honing their skills. For yourself, V, where did you sort of hone your skills to sing?
both in church, it started in church and then in school. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Mhm.
yourself, Ryan, where did you start when it comes to music and singing?
When it comes to music and singing, I got my start all in school, ever since I was in elementary school, junior high school, high school. I've just always been in the arts and always been in music. So I wasn't blessed to have a talented family, but I always had a good ear. I wasn't I always had a great ear for music. So I have an uncle who had everyone's album and vinyls, as you can see. So I've always been like a child of music. So yeah.
Wow. And then if we go back to you, when did you think actually I want to do this as a career? When did that sort of switch?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you
Oh,
repeat
when
that?
did you decide that actually, not only am I singing in church and in school, that I actually want to make a career out of this?
When I started watching like all of the video, Soul Train, MTV, all of that stuff. That's when I said I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be, an R&B artist. I wanted to sing outside of gospel music. I wanted to, yeah. So then I started, going to doing, open mics, all that kind of stuff, so people could hear me, see me. Yeah, but that's when it started. When I started watching TV and seeing everybody, I was like, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Same, same.
I mean, with both of you, I could probably start with you, V, then go back to Ryan. Who were the
Okay.
people that inspired you when you saw on TV? Who were the
Okay.
artists?
So yeah, so this is gonna go back some because my older sister, I had an older sister who loved Shaka Khan,
Okay.
who loved so in the house she would play Shaka Khan, she would play Phoebe Snow, she would play um just all different artists. Gladys Knight, she would play, because she was old, she was 12 years older than me. So
Wow.
she would play, Yeah, everything. And then in my house, like I said, it was a musical home. And so on Saturdays, while we're cleaning, my mother would be playing Aretha Franklin and everybody. So that's what just hearing that and like listening. And then as I got older, it was Whitney Houston for me. It was Mariah Carey for me. Yeah.
And yourself, Ryan, who were your inspirations? And
Yeah, across the board, a lot of people that we named, of course, like the greats, of course, Michael Jackson. I've always been a huge Usher fan, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Janet, Bobby Brown, just everyone. I've just always been into all different types of music as well, like country and rock and jazz and hip hop. So if it sounds good, I'm there.
Right. Right.
so if we go back then, but when it came to the 90s, before, was there a particular artist or group that you thought, I could see myself doing that? Because in the 90s they had you know, a lot of artists who came from the church who were and were singing
Mhm.
that type of way.
So for me, it would probably be, to be completely honest with you, in the 90s, it would have been Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
That
Mhm.
was yeah. Because she could sing so soulful, like she couldn't sing like Whitney, but you could feel, well, let me take that back because you could feel Whitney as well. But Mary was a little more, like soulful and like just meant what she said, and you could feel it and you
Yeah,
can identify, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I'd say for me, it was Boys to Men.
Okay.
I think Boys to Men definitely was like, wow, it's possible. Four black boys from Philadelphia that was very young. Obviously we had other groups like the Temptations and the
Mm.
Jackson Five, but I think it became more believable when I saw Boys to Men. Like, wow, like they actually are from up the street, or like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
okay.
in
So, okay,
90s, they
sorry.
have it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, no.
I was going to say there was no duo groups in the 90s where there was a male and female. So
Yeah.
you can't really compare to that outside of, and they were way before the 90s.
And you know
Uh,
Renee and Angela?
no, 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 no.
Ashford and Simpson?
Thank you.
Ashford
Ashford.
and Simpson,
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Demi
Renee and
Amar.
Angela were also did some amazing. Angela Willenbush and Renee Moore, who yeah, they both were unorthodox stuff, and then
Yeah. They
yeah,
were the separate artists, but they came together a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I think in the 80s there was quite a lot of Midnight Star, Atlantic Star having a female singer with male singers, and
A bigger
as a
group,
package, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
as a
Yeah,
bigger
yeah, yeah.
group,
You're right.
yeah. Um,
You're right.
well, we start with Ryan says he was inspired by a group Boys to Men, but you naming Mary. So I guess I'll start with you, V. Why then were you thinking initially to become a solo artist?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I was working to become, yeah. I was working to become a solo artist, and we were taken to Arista.
Who's
Um,
we?
and we both, okay, I'm getting ready to tell you. So me, Fonz, Falante, KG took us to Arista. And so we had to sing in front of Clive Davis. And we both sung separately. And then Clive said, why don't you guys sing something together? And we sung together, and that's how we became Coffee Brown.
Oh, so initially KG signed you guys as two separate solo artists.
We were going to be signed as two separate solo artists. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because I guess
Mhm.
most people would say that is probably the most unorthodox thing to in the 90s. I mean, it was, we had Changing Faces, we had Jeanne, um,
Mhm.
Monica and Terry. We had a few sort of duels, even the Whitehead brothers, but male, female, that really took us. Um, but yourself, Ryan, were you looking to did you start a group or so with anyone to be like a Boys to Men?
Yes, honestly, I've always been very shy. So being in a group was always like my thing where I just wanted to do backgrounds and dance, you know. But as time went on and obviously, I got my chops up and had that confidence, I just was like, cool, like I can do this on my own. But I do love a group dynamic. I do love the conversations, the connection and rapport. I love to harmonize as well. So I'm not opposed to either one, but yeah, I've always been in the hopes and dreams of doing it on my own, but I love being in a group as well. So I guess I'm torn. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind